Hello, this is Bammer, and I'm here with Eagle, the MPs of TF195. So, a few days ago, a man by the name of Redacted, head of Bravo Squadron, dropped a video that caused a lot of controversy in our channels. And us being the MPs, we had to sift through hundreds of messages to make sure everything was kosher and the conversation stayed relatively calm, which it did. But Sir Redacted, you cannot just drop such controversy and get away with it. Not in the 195. So today we're going to go over the Angleman Corner Boy. So, what is Angleman Corner Boy? Basically, you have an angle, which is usually in an L shape, but you can definitely use Angleman Corner Boy in hundreds of different ways. Well, not 100, but a few ways. And you have two people, two operators. Corner boy one is Eagle here on the left, and angle man would be me on the right. The reason I kind of own the angle is because I'm actually further away from the angle. What traditionally would be the person who's closer works the threat or the angle or the corner. It's actually more for the person who has a better essay or situational awareness on the angle takes it instead. Um, Let me know if I'm saying anything wrong, Eagle.
No, good so far. Yeah. So like in the beginning there, distance to target. That's a big point. Namely your essay, right? So even on like an open door, like by default on the hinge side, like I have essay because I have more knowledge about what's in the room. Obviously, depending on the room. This applies here in Angleman Corner Boy. Um, you have more knowledge about what's happening over here. For me
Exactly.
to acquire that knowledge, I have to consume more angles to get to that point.
That's all it is. It's about angles, right? CQB evolved from how do we deal with rooms into how do you deal with angles? Because over time, people realized, oh, you can get shot from windows. You can get shot by this slit through the door. You can get shot in the corners. Well, they already kind of took care of corners, but you can get shot in the middle of the room, right? You can get shot from under furniture. So as you can't really make kill houses that represent so many different layouts and structures of real life. So more of an emphasis kind of went more towards angles and how you handle them rather than how you handle just rooms. All right, so without further ado, we'll start with the Angleman Corner Boy. This is like our Angleman Corner Boy hallway to teach the very basics of it. So me and Eagle are going to work this we're going to work this first one, explain what we did, and then we'll work it until the end. Okay, so let's do it. I have the angle over here. Boom, boom, boom. I'm taking it long. That's clear. Boom, boom, boom. That's good. All right, I'm kind of done over here. And now I handed it off because Eagle now has more control of the angle, right? Because now our Eagle is standing over here. You can see down this alleyway. I'm over here. I can't see nothing. I can't see as much as Eagle. So I handed it off to him. Another thing that I would like to do, let's come back to the beginning, Eagle. All right, let's work it again. All right, there's a potential threat 12 o'clock, obviously, right? I want to get out of the way as soon as I can, but as soon as I break this plane, Eagle already has his gun up, watching. You can see down there, Eagle? How far can you see? Yeah, just about there.
I can just see the
He
wall.
was, I stopped him before he can go all the way, but he's just about there worrying about this while I get to worry about this corner. So Eagle already steps out, and again, he's here, right? If I'm getting shot at, right, I can bail out. I can get out of the way. We're not in anybody's way, right? Um, and that would be great to not trip over my friendly beside me. And he's just gonna keep holding this while I work this angle. He has his gun. He always has his gun on this angle. All right. Once that corner is clear, put my gun down. Now I'm the corner boy. Eagle's working it. Eagle's working it. Eagle's working it. Eagle's working it. I see a threat there. I have my gun up, right? Eagle's working it. Eagle's working it. He has his gun down. Now I'm working it. I have an open threat here, which is nice, right? Same thing. Eagle has its gun on there. What we do like to do is kind of switch, but in this scenario, it's funny because you have this that you have to worry about this corner. I wouldn't really want to switch here because, anyway, I'm getting out topic. Let's close the story. Talk about that next time. The beginning. All right, boom. We clear the room. He checked behind the door, boom, and then we're doing it from the start. Let's go. Boom, boom. That's done. That's done. We did it. We did it. So,
Did
so let's say if there is no windows there, right? Because he used the windows. How would we do it now? No windows. Boom. Same thing. Boom. As soon as I cross the plane, he has his gun up, two guns on the door. Right? Now it's his angle, kind of, because the door is closed. Eagle pushes up, I'm behind him. So it's kind of like this in Angleman Corner Boy is like this invisible bubble between us where we try our best not to mesh into each other's firing lines, blah blah blah, this and that, yada yada yada. And understanding Angleman Corner Boy as our homies at VTag Irish says, once you understand Angleman Corner Boy, literally CQB is Angleman Corner Boy. Everything is Angleman Corner Boy. Once you understand that concept and your teammates do too, you're just
The
playing a
booby
different
trap.
type of round. Okay, so here's the third example, right? We're in this room over here, Angleman Corner Boy. Same thing again. Boom. That's clear for Eagle. Over here is could be somebody hiding in this cubby. Somebody could be there. I put my gun down. I have a thing here. I put my gun down to let Eagle know he can cross. He's going over there. I'm assuming that's clear because he flew past. He's working that angle. Boom. And there's only really enough space for one person, right? You can't really have two guns in this scenario. There is a lot of scenarios where, especially in houses, you really only have space or angles for one person to work. Yes, you would always like to have two guns at a problem if you can, but CQB is a trade-off, right? Do you want to have two guns here and risk two people when you don't have to? Yes, right? So, um,
Yep.
any questions or concerns?
I
Did
don't
we
think
go
so.
through everything?
Not absolutely everything.
Can we ban
Using
redact? Huh? What?
no,
Okay.
that's not ban redact. Let's just use this as one example because Angleman Corner Boy is a system and it's not a specific tactic in a specific
No.
place or a specific tool for a specific
Thing.
geometry or scenario or whatever. It's sort of universal. So okay, yeah. So Angleman Corner Boy is a system and it's not specifically a tactic to be used in like very specific little scenarios type thing. It's not just a tool. It's an overall system. So in this scenario, we have a threat on the 12. We also have a threat on the right there because this is an L hallway. In Angleman Corner Boy, the way that we would solve this problem is we would have the Angleman tuck in behind the Corner Boy, and now we do have two guns on the scenario down this hallway, which is somewhat of a benefit here. So if any threats were to come out, we're in a proactive state, so we can address it very quickly. As we approach this, you can see Bamer's got the 12. That's the only thing he can look at. He's not worried about anything on the right. He's also behind me, so that way he's not exposed to something on the right here that I can't see yet. So again, as we approach here, I'm going to take up on the right, and Bamer's going to hold the 12. And then we're going to proceed as necessary after this.
And another thing, right? I always keep Eagle in my peripheral. IRL, if you're doing wingman, you can feel somebody's flesh and all of that, so you guys can kind of be more in sync. But in the
Mhm.
game's limitations, the only thing I can do is just be just behind Eagle and to keep him in my peripheral, right? Just in case Eagle thinks he wants to pie all the way to the other side of the wall, which naturally tells me, okay, looks like you're going into this room, right? Into this opening. And then boom, we do what we have to do with that, right? I mean, we can't really stress it enough. It's the base of our SOPs, and we do obviously integrate other SOPs from Project Gecko and forward observation and whatever small pieces of footage we can find of DevGru and those guys. Um, with Wingman, it's a lot of two-man tactics, right? Angleman, Corner Boy, and Wingman, and you get a lot of work done, and you really reduce a lot of the risks. We'll make another video for Wingman, right? Obviously, a very great tactic that it you gotta know. You just gotta know
Yeah.
if you really want to take this game to the max. You gotta know Wingman, and yeah, redacted. You cause a lot of problems.
Problems, whatever. They weren't problems.
No, no. Thank you for your video redacted. We love to have these discussions. Is what we're here for. You definitely made the server a busy place, and that's about it. Thank you, Ego, for being here for the demonstration. And
Mhm.
see you guys next video. We'll be discussing Wingman. Awesome.